morning. It's another day here cleaning out my cottage garden. I started here in my last video, if you saw that. If you're completely new here to my channel, my name is Emilia. I live on the countryside of Sweden. This is a cabin we have on our property, and I'm having a little spring clean out, and it's a little bit cold, so I'm gonna get right into it. Here on this side I've already dug the bed and put out stones and planted a few lilies, and I'm gonna plant some dahlias here. And on this side I have some sort of ground cover, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna be able to do today because the forecast is saying wind and rain in like an hour. Oh, hold on. Last time I hit my head on this rake. I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm just gonna start removing dead grass and leaves. I know I have two daylilies. I have a daylily here and one here. So I don't know what this ground cover here is called in English. I'm gonna put the name on the screen. But I mean, it's great for places where you don't want to plant anything else because it's evergreen. I don't want it here. I'm gonna clear everything and see if I can like dig up as many roots as I can. I have a climbing hydrangea here. This ground cover is like growing up in underneath the house. And right here in the corner, there's some sort of rebus. I don't know exact kind, but it's not edible. That's all I know. So this is a whole project. We're cleaning out and redoing this whole cottage garden area. If you like this type of content and want to see the results, then subscribe. Stay tuned. I will probably do some things in between, like planting out vegetables and sow a few more things, and yeah. It's really interesting to see what's underneath here. I discovered, yeah, really nice soil actually, and like a little rock here. Here I have a climbing rose called New Dawn. I planted this last year, so fairly small still. I'm gonna continue here edging and removing grass and weeds. Doesn't feel like it, but it does say it's gonna be windy and rainy. So I've celebrated Easter with my family and we had some good food, and I really enjoyed hosting because it was really small, like a small gathering, and not like tons of food. And I had like an eaten mess as dessert to really not having to care about presentation. I mean, it does look good. And yeah, it was just my mom, my sister and her kids, because my son and my fiance are a little bit sick. They have a cold, so we've just been taking it easy. And my decorations were already done. I did it like a couple of weeks ago, so that was nice having it all prepped and ready. We shared Easter eggs for the kids, full of candy. I got so many beautiful flowers and plants as a gift to plant out. I'm so excited. So thankful for my mom. She's been a gardener my whole life. She knows her stuff, and she knows also what I like. We shared that interest and we talk about it a lot. There was a sale in the store. I bought a forsythia, a weigela, and a bride spirea. And from my mom I got a magnolia and a peony. Super beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna speed it up because I just have a lot of this ground cover to remove. Look at that. It's all over this bed. A huge chunk of this. But comment down below if you have any suggestions for a ground cover that is not like super invasive. You can sort of control, maybe slow growing, morning sun. And this soil is very fertile, healthy. It does retain quite a lot of moisture. So it's a really nice like foundation for any plants, I think, but it's the sun part. It can't be a full sun ground cover. And I'm thinking maybe geraniums or hostas. Not that it's a ground cover per se, but it does cover a lot of the ground. So it's getting a little bit cloudy, but I think I might be able to at least get the clearing out of the way. Look what I found. A scissor. That's so cool. The wind is picking up. My camera is really dirty from touching it with my gloves. But I'm almost done. I just have this little tiny section here, and there are daylilies all over, like a huge drift here. Because of this ground cover, it hasn't had the space to really flourish. I think the daylilies are gonna be so pretty this year. And I do find so much trash here too. Like, that's a problem we've had on this property, is all the trash that we find. Like, they just dug their trash into the soil. Alright, I'm at the very last bit and the wind is getting into a storm. But there's been so many roots in here. Stupid ground covers. This was not much nicer the last time. Whatever. This bed is what it is. I'm not gonna be bothered too much here. I do have 10,000 square meter to care for. I just want this to look nice. I want to put my own, touch. Let it fend for itself. That's why I'm planting bulbs, perennials. If there's one thing they did right in this space, it's this hydrangea. I love it. So we basically have all moss here on this lawn. Easy to maintain, and it gives this sort of cottage garden vibe that I'm out after here. This was not on my agenda for today, but it's gonna be nice. I think my ambition was a little bit too high today. Bring it out a little bit. I'm gonna be able to plant all my daffodils and spring bulbs and maybe a perennial. I'm laughing because this is so typical me. I know this is typical gardeners to like start one thing and then you get sidelined or like distracted and then you start another thing and it's just endless. I think I'm gonna cut here and we'll see how much I can dig out. And I've noticed I'm always out of breath in my videos. I get so out of breath. Like, we've had a long winter. I'm really untrained and I have both B12 and iron deficiency. Talking and doing this at the same time is so hard. So now I'm gonna catch my breath. I'm gonna speed it up, saving you from this breathy talk for a while. My gloves are like thick of mud, shoes, everything. So this is what it looks like. Dirtier than it was before, but this is all cleared out. I just have this tiny little piece around here, but if I'm gonna try to dig this out, I don't know how. It feels impossible, but maybe I can cut it back. I don't know. But I brought this out a little bit so it's straight and then it goes out from this rock here in front of the hydrangea, and we're gonna clear out this little section here. I'm gonna pick up all of the rocks that I have left and continue on here. Oh, hold on. It's so cold. It's looking nice. Here are the daylilies. You can see them already sprouting. Oh, this area is so nice. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fill this up with soil as well, lay down the rock border, mulch. Then I'm gonna have plenty of space here to plant probably my dahlias that I've woken up indoors. So stay tuned. I'm also gonna remove this bed right here, probably the same time as I clean up here. You can barely even see the flower bed because there's so much dirt, but it'll all come together. All right, so I'm a little bit better equipped today. I got new pants, new gloves, and I didn't find gardening shoes, so I just grabbed my boots. It's better than washing my white sneakers all the time. And I got a new tool, a cultivator that's really sturdy so that I can really get the roots out without having to pull with my fingers. These are like building gloves, very good grip on them. So I'm gonna start clearing out this so that I have space here to move and also to empty the wheelbarrow so I can fill it up. So I'm gonna start with something easy. Then I'm actually gonna pause the recording and do that little bit that I have left here because you've seen me do all of this and it's not fun anymore. After that, I will start laying down the stones. All right, so I'm gonna fill it up. For some reason it really feels like fall. I don't know, I feel like my clothes is a bit fall-ish. Brown leaves and the cloudy weather and the cold. Ugh. I actually had a nightmare about I was out shopping and all of a sudden it got really dark and cold and it started snowing. All of the stores had like Christmas lighting in them and I got like a panic attack and I called my mom crying and I was like, they've set back the time. It's November. Like so heartbroken. She was like, it's fine, calm down. The time will go really fast. Before you know it, it's spring again. And like, that's what it's like living in Sweden sometimes because you have such a short summer and it's usually raining and yeah, you just want more of the summer. Now that I'm like gardening, I appreciate it a lot more, like the seasons and to be outside and see the changes and all of that. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are enjoying it, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe comment something. What do you enjoy with this season that we're having now? And maybe subscribe. I'm gonna throw all of this in the compost when we're done with the compost bay. Okay, so here is where I will stop recording, remove that, and I'll see you very soon. All right, so it's done. I don't know what's what. It's really hard to see. I'm gonna get a leaf blower as well. If I remove this here, maybe I can see a little bit better. Okay, yeah, so this is planted right there. I think we could remove it. I got the leaf blower out. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So this is what we're dealing with. Here you can see the stem of this rebus. So it's like leaning back and exposing the stem, which would make it so easy to kind of cut here, but it's really hard to get because there's like a stone here. So I might dig around here a little bit. I can definitely see that the hydrangea is coming from like here. I think I can get it. It's a root here. Maybe I can cut that. Please. I've been wanting to remove this for like years, since we moved in here basically. How am I gonna get this out? Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. This is what I mean when I say trash. Like the people that lived here before, they're like liquor bottles, just trash everywhere. Oh, I really like this little path. Like in here, there's a little path we're gonna clean up here someday. Can you hear the birds? A badminton thing? Anyone? Here I gathered stones that I will now start laying down. And I go by my gut feeling that tells me to pick up that rock and place it there. I'm not being perfect. It's very random. I'm just grabbing whatever my instinct tells me to. And as I come to the end here, I'm gonna start laying down bigger rocks. I didn't think it was gonna be enough, but I even have more rocks left. And I think I can place them a little bit like in between, create a little bit more wild looking edge here. And the last one. Alright, it's the last one. I'm done. So I'm gonna get inside and eat lunch. So this might actually be the end of this video if I don't have time to come out after lunch. Maybe my back can't handle anymore. But all I'm gonna do is fill this up with soil and then mulch. I'm not gonna fertilize. I'm not gonna plant anything yet. I'm gonna have to wait like another month before I can plant. And I didn't have time to get to this today. But in the next video, in case this is the end of this video, I'm gonna start removing these two smaller garden beds that I have on the side here. Remove them completely and actually start digging out this native perennial flower bed. So exciting, and the sun is popping out. It's so beautiful. I need to show you right here, but I'm so satisfied. Thank you for hanging out with me for this part of the project. In case I don't see you after this, then thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment something fun. Brighten my day, please. Take care. Bye bye.